Hey folks, how is it going? I know by the title of this video you guys are probably just waiting for the clickbait to hit you pretty hard and for us to go on to the regularly broadcasted videos, but unfortunately, there's no clickbait. This is for real, and well, we're in a bit of a pickle, to say the least. You guys were at the last live stream I did, which was, I believe, a couple weeks ago at this point. I think a couple hundred of you guys watched it. You'll know at that point that my furnace was broken. I was trying to get it fixed because it was cold. It was really cold in the house. Well, the furnace is still not fixed to this day, and the reasoning behind that is the furnace has completely shit the bed. It's completely broken. Got a little bit swindled. I was years back when we purchased or got this property, moved into this property. I was told the furnace was replaced, but little did I know it wasn't replaced with a new furnace. It was replaced with a model that was based in 1994, a model that no one works on, and a model that is very hard to get parts for. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, so the gist of the matter is we no longer have a working furnace in our house. Getting the actual oil furnace heater replaced, apparently at this point there's a bunch of code violations, so the tank would also need to be replaced or redone because it's now sinking into the soil. Some stuff would break or something, so that the tank and the actual furnace would need to be replaced because they won't replace the furnace without fixing the tank because code violation, safety hazard, blah blah blah. The gist of the matter is that would be very, very costly. Getting quotes around, if I had someone install it, if I installed it myself, it's pretty much anywhere from like $4,000 to $6,000, somewhere within that little bracket. Hella money. Money that I don't really want to spend due to the fact that, again, we're getting out of this place at the end of 2022. We gotta get out of here, so there's no point in dropping $6,000 to heat for a couple of months and then just leave. That's just not something we're gonna do. People get on and they're like, Dakota, why isn't the landlord fixing it? Why isn't that happening? You don't need to fix it. You're renting the place. What's the issue? It's... obtaining this property and this house is a very... It didn't come by from the average of just renting it from a landlord, we're good to go. It's a very complicated thing that had to do with what I guess has now been like 3 or 4 years of a past business venture I was really involved in before actually moving into doing reptiles. I was full-time in another business venture that we did for a couple of years, so it's... I'm not gonna get into it. It would make it way too long. The point of the matter is this isn't your average just run-of-the-mill renting property. It's a very weird thing, and the gist of the matter is, you know, we're not getting help from any outside sources. We have to fix it ourselves. Ugh. Now this is very tricky. This is very tricky indeed. Obviously $6,000, that would pretty much, that's almost half of the total amount that I need to move to North Carolina, the North Carolina project that we're venturing on. I'll need anywhere from around $10,000 or $12,000 to $15,000 to make that move happen. 6 is almost half of that. So there's no way I'm gonna fix the furnace and put that money aside. Not to mention the fact that I don't have the money altogether at this point. It's not like I have 15 grand in my savings. I don't even have 6 grand available to fix the furnace at this point in time. So obviously that's not a thing that's gonna happen. We're not fixing the furnace. A second thought on the matter came into me was getting some sort of wood or pellet stove. I'm more adept with pellet stoves. My wife is very adept and she knows pellet stoves. She's installed pellet stoves on past properties she's owned before. The issue with that lies is, again, looking at it, if we get a used furnace, we're still looking at somewhere around $2,000 installed if we're doing it completely ourselves. And even with doing it, I personally would not want to do it myself because it's not a straight chimney chute. We have to like jimmy it at a 90-degree pipe out the side. Many things can go wrong. If you're not installing it completely right, you could melt the property because not only our furnace is so heavy, we're on a modular home, we could get carbon monoxide coming in, smoke not filtering out and blowing out that could kill the birds. It being a pellet stove, it's only gonna really, we'd probably put it in the living room, it's only gonna heat the living room. We have sectioned out houses. This is a 1,500 square foot trailer, whatever you wanna call it. So the pellet stove really doesn't work. Not only, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit cheaper, but we're still shelling out $2 to $3 grand. Plus, we're gonna need the finances to actually get the pellets, get the wood, whatever you wanna call it, the fuel for that fire to keep it going, and it's not going to do the entire house. We'll still need outside elements via space heaters, anything like that, to heat the rest. Obviously, you know, a pellet or wood stove, that's just, it's not gonna cut it. It would just, honestly, with the electric we would use to heat the other rooms, plus the pellet stove costs, we're still looking at $6 grand right there. I mean, that's just a no-brainer. The third option, and I think the option that we are currently pursuing, is we are literally just gonna put hella space heaters into this house to see if that would work. Right now we are running 1, 2, 3, 4 space heaters. We still need another one, that's 5. The real issue with the space heater method, obviously it's the least energy efficient method to heat a home. It's going to drive our electric costs probably double than what it is right now. Number 2 is the fact that, again, this house was built in 1976, so it's using a breaker unit from 1976 or 86. A really old house, really old breaker. The breaker limit, whatever you want to call it, is very low. The ampage is very low. It's very tricky. Not only is it really old, the actual sections are very strange. So for instance, this room right here and the bathroom at the entire side of the house, 1,500 square feet away on the other side of the room or the house, is connected to the same outlet. So like if Renee blow dries her hair, not only will it short out that room, but it also shorts out this room. It's very strange how they set this place up, to say the least. So we have to be very careful on where we put the outlets and what plugs we use in order to not flip a breaker, whatever the fuck the terminology is. Yes, very tricky is what is happening right now. It's hard, to say the least. Yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle. It's been very difficult to find any, well, willingness to, you know, keep going, keep pushing. You know, we've had our drawbacks before over here. You obviously know, you know everything that I've pretty transparent on the channel. You know all my struggles, but God damn, man, you think 7 years later, 6 years later, whatever, it would be just get a little bit easier, but it doesn't. Fuck, man, it does not get any easier. So this is really, this is tough. This is really tough. While we have some rooms heated, we've got, obviously, the gecko room is completely heated. It's 75 right now in that room. I can't use a space heater in this room because I'm using a space heater in that room, which it would just break a breaker. So we're just leaving lights on in this room. It heats it. It's about 72 degrees in here. I think what we're gonna do is just get very good hides for all the reptiles so they can hide in, almost like burrow into, so they kind of have some sort of day and night cycle. It's the best solution I can come up with at this time. Maybe I can figure out something else in the future, but for now, this is my idea of how to do it. It's very cold in the bedroom. It's like, I think it gets anywhere from 41 to about 32 degrees in our bedroom where we sleep. So I'm sleeping with 2 shirts, a hoodie, and then 2 pairs of pajamas and 2 socks on in order to not freeze. We got like 4 blankets to lay over us, and we just kind of hurtle together to try to find some sort of warmth. And just the idea, or just the fact that we are going to be doing this for 3 months. This is the warmest it's going to be in the winter. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in that February where we get hit with those single digits during the day, negatives at night. It's a very scary. It's a very scary thought that we are plagued with over here, and just trying to figure out what to do is very difficult. I'm not really sure what to do at this point. We're fucked. SOL. There's, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. I'm usually the man with the plan, but at this point, man, I got fucking nothing. I do not know what I can possibly do anymore. You know, mental's at an all-time low. I cannot find any reason to get out of bed anymore. It's so hard right now, man. Obviously, you know, this is actually the first video I've made in like 2 weeks. I've just been kind of like, I had a real big backlog from all the unboxings, so I just shot them out as fast as I could and just did absolutely nothing. Cared for the animals and went right back to bed. I can't. Fuck, man. It's hard right now, I guess. It's a very, very difficult time to be Dakota right now. You gotta remember, folks, you know, we're dealing with all of this, and then with the looming thought plaguing over us that the fact is 12 months from now, we have to leave this property and find somewhere else to live and have all these animals. It is... Taking one or the other is not a big feat. It's something that can be accomplished. Combining both of them at the same time and hitting us at the worst possible moment for it to happen. The coldest time of the year is the time where this decides to happen. Is just... What do you do? What the fuck do you do, man? How do you get out of bed knowing these two things? It is... Fuck. It's hard. I don't know. I don't know what other words to put it as. It's messed up. It's a pickle. It's a pickle, all right, to say the least. Just at the time where we were looking up, Dakota was on his up roll. We got the geckos. We figured out DBCB Exotics. We're a gecko-based company. We're doing good this year. We are doing next season 100+ eggs. We were finally going to have some acclamation of money, some financial support where I wasn't just living in straight poverty all of these years. And yet, it just flips you under the rug and life just says, fuck you, man. Get back under there where you belong. God damn. The only thing at this point in time that is driving me to keep going is just simply out of spite. Spite for a lot of the things. You know, I've overcome so much shit in my life that I am not... This fucking dinky ass shit shack of a trailer is not going to be the end of me. I am not gonna let this push me down where I've got nothing left. Hell no, dude. I'm not getting modded. This video is definitely not getting modded. This fucking dinky ass trailer is not going to spell the end for DBCB Exotics. I can put that in writing right now. So, what do? How do we get out of this mess? At the end of the day, man, I'm just gonna push. Harder than ever, as hard as I physically can push the channel, as I can push DBCB Exotics, we're gonna make sure that every single goddamn animal is taken care of to its fullest extent, where everything is good, everything, husbandry 100% on point, incubation 100% on point, caring for babies 100% on point, to make sure we make enough money to get out of this place, this unheated trailer that is falling apart, to get out of here, get into some solid bones of a house and rebuild what we are doing. I'm not letting this be the end of us. Is it going to be difficult? Absolutely. It's going to be very, very hard there. As far as budgeting as we've gone for, we have to crack the numbers and crunch them even harder, and just taking away more and more of those luxuries for us to make sure that we can get out of here. It's just for 1 year, 365 days, give or take, could be less. Well, it can't be more than 365, 365 is the max, but more, less could also happen. Depends on how much money we make. It depends how well. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow this channel pops up, 100,000 subs, and we're out of there. You know, we're making good money now. We can leave, and next month we can get out of here. Now, likely the probability of that happening is very low. It's very low indeed. But the choice of the matter is things can change always, and I just can't give up. I just have to keep going just a little bit longer, just a little bit more. Then I can finally say it's over, and I can rest for a second. That is the dream over here at DBCB Exotic. It's not the private zoo, it's not this animal or that animal, it's just giving me a moment to rest and not worry for just a little bit of time, man. If you're still here 12 minutes and me just rambling and shenanigans, you're probably wondering, Dakota, you put somewhere in the title that you need our help. How can we help you, Mr. Burke? Why would we want to help you, Mr. Burke? Well, the why, I don't really know. But here is some things you can do to help your boy out, get through this awful shit of a time. Bad time. Share the video around. Get the video. Just share the channel. See if we can get more people in here, some more views on the channel. That'll really help my YouTube stuff. We can maybe get that going. Patreon's another fantastic place you guys can go to. Merch, we've got merch dropping very soon. I have some ideas for live streams. Obviously with the live streams now, every live stream, the donations are going to me personally. I guess in retrospect, I mean, it's also for the animals. It's all going into a nest to afford the new house. So that'll be happening. I have some ideas during live streams where I think what we're gonna do is at the end of the year when we do the moving, I'll maybe raffle off one of my holdback geckos, one of those really nice super dows, maybe a tokay gecko, I'm not entirely sure yet, and we'll do a raffling. So every person that donates for the super chats, they get their name into a raffle that we do at the end of the year where you could win this holdback, probably some sort of a sub-adult gecko that'll be ready to breed next year, a fantastic super dow, something along that nature. As I'm just thinking of anything around those lines. That's it. That is the video. I don't really know what else more to say. I think I've stated everything that needs to be said. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to follow us over here at DBCV Exotics. This outro is not as spunky as the other outros like to be, but it is just hard right now. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of things. I can just get a little bit more motivated to keep pushing, get that YouTube personality out. How's it going, folks? Oh, man. It's close. I just gotta forget about all the shit that's happening right now, and I can do it. I know I can do it. That's it, folks. That's the video. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you guys so much for taking the time, you know, actually following us here. You know, we've been doing this for a little bit now, a couple of years, a few years going on, and we've made this channel pretty big, 15,000 subscribers now. It's been a very awesome roller coaster. It sucks that, you know, the best breeding season is happening next season, and we've just hit this huge milestone of 15,000 subs, and I just get dealt this hand at the same time. It's hard to appreciate and enjoy the milestones and everything that's coming up when you're so weighed down. So I really do appreciate all of it. I'm sorry I can't express that as much as I really would like to, but yeah, that's it, folks. Thank you so much. Good stuff coming on very soon. Hope you guys stick around to see it. Well, we'll see you later.